That'll be another first down for the Rattlers. This time ball's on the 22. Two receivers to the right. One lone receiver to the left. And again, it'll be another handoff right up the middle. Some room to run. Right around the 10 into the 9. That was Lorendo Guerra on the carry for the Rattlers, and they're knocking on the door for the first time tonight. And the ball is on the 9-yard line. 4:35 opening quarters. Rattlers with the football. And the first mistake of the night from the Rattlers comes on their right tackle on a false start. That'll back them up 5 yards. So the ball will be backed up to the 14-yard line. 4:23 to go. Rolling out to the right is Chrysler. Looking for a man. Has a man wide open. Did he get it? Touchdown Rattlers. Yep, he was able to keep 1 foot in for the touchdown. Sherryland gets on the board first. Chrysler, a little bootleg to his right, found a man wide open. So the Rattlers will bring the special teams on the field. With the extra point on the way. 4:15 in the opening quarter. Snaps there. Extra point is up. And it is good. So with 4:15 in the opening quarter, the Rattlers on their first drive go 90 yards down the field. Grab a 7-0 lead against the Huskies. You're listening to ValleyCentral.com. We'll be back in a moment. Welcome back to the action. The Rattlers on their first drive went right down the field. Put up 7 against the Huskies. So it's a 7-0 lead. 4:15 in the opening quarter. Sherryland with the lead. So what I call the Battle of 281. The Sabercats of Robert Vela are taking on the Edinburgh Bobcats at Cat Stadium. This kickoff is into the back of the end zone. And the Huskies will let this one roll out of bounds. So they'll take over at their own 25 for their second drive of the night. La Villa 12, Progreso nothing. So we're going to continue to bring you updates. San Benito 7, PSJ North nothing. Westlaco East 6, PSJ nothing. That should be a good one. We'll keep an eye on that one. And the sad news, the unfortunate news that Justin Owens' season is over. Nicky Rose taking on Westlaco. The Warriors, however, lead 7-0. Justin Owens was definitely on a all-star caliber season. He is done for the year. Huskies will start off with a run out to the left side. That was a pickup of 2. They bring up a 2nd and 8. So Justin Owens goes down. Who will step up for the Nicky Rowe Warriors? Saw them 2 weeks ago against the PSJ Bears, where Justin Owens put on a clinic, both through the air and on the ground. So 2nd and 8, ball on the 27, right around 3 minutes and change. Motion man for the Huskies. He'll line up as a tight end or a flanker if you want to call it. Toss to the right, crossing the 25, down to the 30, 35. They're going to pick up a first down. So again, the Huskies with some strong running game. Martin Diaz again on the carry. I'll be calling his name a lot, the premier back for the Huskies. Huskies first down. They'll move the chains. It'll be a 1st and 10. Ball on the 37. Edward Garcia, listed as a junior, is under center for the Huskies. Two receivers to the left. It'll be a handoff. This time that run goes nowhere. Diaz again on the carry there. Rudy Tornero was the man leading the charge there for the Rattlers. He had himself a ball game in last week's win against the Jaguars. .255 in the opening quarter. 1st and 10. Huskies with the football. They trail the Rattlers 7-0 in the opening quarter. Updated score from another district matchup. Edinburgh North and Donna. We'll get to that game after this play. 2nd and 10 for the Huskies. And it'll be a handoff to the right side. Got some blockers in front of him. Crossing the 40. 45 still on his feet. Tippy-toeing his way across midfield. So some nifty footwork from Victor Bocanegra. Tight roping it down the sideline. Edinburgh North has an early 7-0 lead against the Donna Redskins, who we saw last week here defeat the Lobos. It was an impressive display from the Donna Redskins, getting back into the win column after their bye week. Aldo Silva leading the way in the backfield for the Redskins. Sherryland has to play against Donna and Edinburgh North, those two teams on the horizon on their schedule. It's shaping up to be a very, very good district, with Donna starting to step up towards the second half of the season. Edinburgh North still undefeated, along with Sherryland. This will be a handoff, or rather a run up the middle. So again, both teams are using the read option well. Zone reads. Ball on the 49. The Huskies are in Rattler territory. La Villa 18, Progreso nothing. San Benito 7, PSJ North, the end of the first quarter. Over in San Benito. $1.19 in the opening quarter. 2nd and 10 for the home team Huskies. 3 receivers to the right, 1 lone receiver to the left, and look for a quick screen, just like the Rattlers. In and out of his hands, incomplete. That was Martin Diaz. Right there was Ryan Montalvo waiting to get a hit on Diaz. So that incomplete pass could have been a blessing in disguise. Garcia gets the play call from his signal caller, offensive coordinator Roland Rodriguez. See what he musters up here on a 3rd and 10. They trail 7-0. Minute to go in the opening quarter. Huskies Rattlers coming to you live from La Jolla. 4 receivers set for the Huskies. Has time, steps up, pocket falling or collapsing right before his eyes, right around midfield. That play went nowhere. Garcia had time in the pocket, stepped up, and the pocket collapsed right in front of him, but there's a flag on the field. And yes, it is an approachment against the defense. I thought I saw someone jump along the right side, along the defensive line for the Rattlers, so it'll bring up a 3rd and 5. You can give the Huskies a free 5 yards and another shot to convert. Right under a minute to go in the opening quarter. Huskies looking to convert. They did it on their previous drive. They're exactly 50% on 3rd downs. 1 for 2. Ball on the 44, 46 seconds in the opening quarter. Huskies with the football. 3rd and 5 after the approachment penalty. Motion man lined up as a flanker. Toss to the right. Crossing the 45. Room to run 40. Down to the 35. 30. All the way down to the 25-yard line. 1st down Huskies. Who other than Martin Diaz to carry the workload for the Huskies? weaving his way through the Rattler defense, looking at the replay. Turned on the afterburners at the 40. Right when he got across the 30 down to the 25, he was met by a couple of Rattlers defenders, but it was way too late. First down Huskies. They're on the move. 30 seconds in the opening quarter. Timeout's been taken on the field. We're going to take a quick break. 7-0. Rattlers lead the Huskies on valleycentral.com. Welcome back to the action. So the Huskies are on the move for the second time tonight. They've come to play against these Sherryland Rattlers. The Rattlers have a perfect 4-0 record. And I know we don't like to get into the what's ahead of us, but so far it looks like all roads are leading to October 31st at Cat Stadium. Potentially an unbeaten Edinburgh North and an unbeaten Sherryland. That game can determine who will win district. Once again, that one is a couple of weeks away, towards the end of the month on Halloween night. Get to that game later. First and 10 Huskies, 30 seconds in the opening quarter. Ball on the 25. Looking to get in the red zone for the first time tonight. Have a man in the slot. And a man lined up wide left and wide right. 3 receivers set for the Huskies. And it will be a handoff. Martin Diaz again on the carry. No, it's 20. It's 20. Rather, that was Victor Bocanegra on the carry, wearing number 20 for the Huskies. So we'll see a little bit of Bocanegra and their workhorse Diaz. Pickup of 8. Bring up a 2nd and 2. Ball on the 17th. At the end of the first quarter, Rattlers 7, Huskies nothing. But the Huskies are moving right down the field. They'll be facing a 2nd and 2. Then we kick off the second quarter. You're listening to valleycentral.com. Rattlers 7, Huskies nothing. Welcome back to the action. Moments away from kicking off the second quarter as the Huskies have come to play some football here on this Friday night in La Joya, Texas. You're tuning into valleycentral.com live audio. I'm Kevin Otto bringing you the play-by-play action with the Rattlers and the Huskies. 2nd and 2, ball on the 17 for the Huskies, knocking on the door. And it'll be a handoff to the left side, trying to break it to the outside. Is unable to, met by a wall of defenders there of the Rattlers. So that'll bring up a 3rd down. So bring up a 3rd and 6, what the scoreboard's indicating. A big 3rd down coming up for the Huskies. They trail early, 7-0. But now look at the glass half full. The Huskies have started the first quarter out strong. And the read option, chase from behind and tiptoed down. He goes. Ball comes out, but he was down. That was Edward Garcia losing his footing there. Tripping him up was Daniel Gutierrez. Right from behind. That couldn't have been a bigger play at a bigger time. So that'll back him up to a 4th and 11. See what the Huskies decide to do. Garcia is heading back out onto the field. And they'll be going for it. They're in enemy territory. They're going to spread them out. 2 to the right, 2 to the left for the Huskies. 1 tailback to his left. Looking back to pass. Has time. Fires over the middle. And the pass is complete. Did he pick up the first down? First down, Huskies. Yes, the officials are signaling first down. And you can move the sticks. 1st and 10 on a big 4th down. The Huskies are able to convert. All right, fans, don't sleep on these Huskies tonight. They've come to play some football. And it all starts with the offensive line. Give credit to that offensive line of the Huskies, giving Garcia the time in the pocket on 4th down, able to pick his way through the Rattler defense. 1st and 10, ball on the 14, play clock down to 2. They get it off, toss to the left, across the 20, 15, and a good open field tackle there from Sherryland. That was Ryan Montalvo with a nice open field tackle. That'll bring up a 2nd down. End of 1. Vela 7, Edinburgh nothing. But there is a holding penalty against the Huskies. The official signaling holding, so that'll back him up. So now they're backed up to a 1st and 20. So just when the Huskies had something going, they're backed up by a holding call. Really don't have room for error against a team like Sherryland. 9:30 and a half. Motion man lined up as a flanker. And a handoff to the left, crossing the 25, trying to break it to the outside, and does, crossing the 20. Sean Landes and Montalvo were in on that tackle. And Martin Diaz on the carry. Motion man was Brandon Ramirez, wearing the number 4. Was able to pick up a good block. So a pickup of 7, so it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Rather a quick ball game. 8 minutes and change in the first half. Huskies with the football. And the Rattlers only have a 7-0 lead. So they'll be rolling out to his right. And picks up a block in the call zone number, crossing the 10. Right around to the 5-yard line. That was a pass, but Edward Garcia decided to call his own number. Sean Landes again in on the tackle. We'll be saying his name a lot tonight, both defensively and on special teams. They'll bring up a 3rd and 2. Port Isabel 13, Zapata nothing. Marcus Castillo and the Brownsville Veterans Memorial Chargers lead Brownsville Rivera 14-7 over at Sam Stadium in Brownsville. So the emerging sophomore quarterback over at Brownsville Veterans, Marcus Castillo. It's one of the bright spots and one of the many Brownsville schools. So the timeout called. 3rd and 2 coming up for the Huskies. 7-0, Rattlers lead, 7:41 in the opening half. You're tuning into valleycentral.com. Welcome back to the action. 7:41 in the first half between the Rattlers and the Huskies. Huskies come in with a 1-2 district record. Can they pull off an upset here at home? 3rd and 2 coming up. Ball on the 6-yard line. And 2nd quarter. Huskies with the football and are knocking on the door. It'll be a handoff to the left. Room to run. And did he pick up the first down? It's going to depend on the spot, kind of a right foot, left foot type of thing. And no, they're going to mark him a yard shy of the first down. So that'll bring up a 4th and 1. Ball on the 5. Interesting call. See what Tomas Garcia, the head coach of the Huskies, will elect to do. And he's going to send out the field goal unit. Huskies will attempt a field goal. Looking to put up points on the board. Snaps there, kicks away, it's up. And it is good. So the Huskies get on the board. Score is now 7-3. So 6:56 in the second quarter. The Huskies march down the field. Don't get the touchdown, but hey, they get some points up on the board. And one way to beat a high-powered offense like Sherryland is when you keep their offense off the field. And the good old TOP, time of possession. You want to manage that clock if you're the Huskies. Keep Chrysler and company off the field. The thing that's scary about the Rattlers, though, is they can score often and early. So the Rattlers may be a little bit surprised. They glance over to the scoreboard. They only see a 7-0 lead. But hey, give credit to the Husky defense. And their defensive coordinator, Mark Gonzalez, has come up with a terrific strategy, only yielding 7 points to this quote-unquote high-octane offense of the Sherryland Rattlers. The Huskies will be kicking off from right to left. At the end of the first quarter, Vela 7, Edinburgh High nothing. Coach Osbury and Donut Salinas have that call over at Cat Stadium in Edinburgh. That game also on valleycentral.com. Low line drive kick. Rattlers are going to field it, crossing the 10, crossing the 15, down to the 20, 25. And he's met by a couple of Husky defenders. So out comes Diego Chrysler. 6:50 to go. Plenty of time in the first half. So we'll see if the Husky defense can answer the call and give the football back to their signal caller. Second quarter action, PSJ North 7, San Benito 7. Here at La Jolla, the Rattlers have a 7-3 lead against the Juarez Lincoln Huskies. Rattlers with the football. 2-back set, and it'll be a delayed handoff. Making one man miss right around the 30 is where he'll go down. That was Michael Gonzalez on the carry. On a pickup of 3, that'll bring up a 2nd and 7. Second quarter action, we'll get to that after this play. Looking back to pass, being blitzed from behind. Ball's on the ground. Who's got it? There's a scrum for the football. And they're going to say the Rattlers have it. The Huskies. That ball slipped right through their grasp. The Huskies nearly had a big takeaway there. Pressure was put on Chrysler. The ball was put on the ground. Now the Rattlers are backed up to a 3rd and 20. Husky coaches thought they had the football. Looked like it from up here. So the Rattlers dodging a big bullet there. 3 receivers to the right for the Rattlers. Looking back to pass as Chrysler has time. Steps up in the pocket. Wants it all deep down the field. Has his man crossing the 40, 30, 25, 20. Still on his feet. Down 10, 5. Touchdown Rattlers. Just like that, Christian Martinez silences Huskies crowd. And they get into the end zone on a big play. 83 yards. Wow. Huskies had put pressure on Chrysler. Ball was put on the ground. And the Rattlers came right back and went down the field. And stunned his Huskies team. 13-3. Snaps there, extra points away, it's up. And it is good. The extra point is good by Eric Isaguirre. So a big play there from the Rattlers. 14-3, 5:30 in the first half. Rattlers with the lead. You're listening to ValleyCentral.com. Welcome back to the action in a big turn of events. The Huskies had an opportunity to take over on a fumble from Chrysler. Came back on it was a 3rd and 20. He found his man Christian Martinez for 83 yards of real estate. And the Rattlers now have a 14-3 lead, 5:30 in the opening half. So I couldn't ask for a bigger play from your quarterback. 5:30 in the second quarter. Huskies just as stunned as I am. The good old momentum was on the Huskies side, and Chrysler silenced the Husky crowd. And this is a short kick and a dangerous one. It's a live ball. Ball's on the ground. And the Rattlers are saying they have it. Yes. And the Rattlers recover the football. It was a short kick. Ball was on the ground. Live football. So things are quickly turning south in a hurry for the Huskies. We get a hold the phone. To be a flag on the field, so it's going to be a re-kick. So the little bit of confusion, what's going on the field. But that's what it looks like it's going to be. So it's going to be a re-kick. There's a penalty. So the Huskies are able to dodge a bullet and have a shot on getting the football back, which would have been a big play for the Rattlers if they were able to take over with a very short field in front of them. Scratch that off. Penalty on the play. Re-kick. So the Huskies looking to get the football back. So this kickoff again, going from left to right. Huskies looking to get the football. The Harlingen Cardinals grab a 7-0 lead, 7-10 in the second quarter. Brandon Garza connects to Brandon Vasquez, 44 yards out. So this kickoff again, this time it's a high kick. And the Huskies will field it at the 20.